The most important takeaways we want you to know about opioid use is that this is in our backyards, our communities, our small towns here in Minnesota. In fact, there basically isn't an area in the U.S. that isn't impacted by opioid use. And it's sadly a rapidly growing crisis. The introduction of synthetic opioids is extremely frightening and unknown for our future. Unfortunately, we aren't going to stop everyone from using drugs. To reduce deaths by overdose, we need to educate people to use as safely as possible. And when a person is ready to quit, they know what resources are available to achieve lifelong recovery. Some important takeaways we've talked about in this series also include using fentanyl test strips on a substance before use, having naloxone on hand to save lives from opioid overdose, not using alone, knowing the Good Samaritan law protects those who are trying to help in a crisis situation, and also remembering Steve's law that can protect against legal ramifications for the person experiencing the overdose and for the person making the call for help, even when certain amounts of drugs and drug paraphernalia are present. And that there are medications available that make the process of quitting easier and lead to long-term recovery. No one should struggle with addiction alone. Get help if drugs and alcohol are interfering with your daily activities, impacting your quality of life, affecting your physical or mental health, leading to withdrawal symptoms, affecting your relationships, or causing financial or legal problems. If you're concerned about a loved one's drug or alcohol use, it's hard to hear, but one of the first things you can do is have a conversation with them on how they can use safely. And if they're open to the idea of quitting, connect them with the local recovery resource and encourage them to see their doctor to find out what program might work best for them. It's time to end the stigma that people choose to let a substance control their lives. It's common to think they should just stop using. It's not that easy. It's a disease, and it has been taking people away from our families and communities for too long. Millions of people are in recovery and are getting their lives back. It's up to each of us to be aware, educated, and involved in helping stop this crisis, and more importantly, overdose deaths in the Lakes area. Thank you for watching this series and being part of the solution. Start having the conversations that can save lives.